Hi, good morning everyone. Here is a quick recap of yesterday's happenings here at the National Management Conference online version. We started a bit late, but as a famous philosopher once said, the show must go on. We started with a national anthem and a prayer, then followed by a short welcoming from Ma'am Grace Boasen. ED Jing Bantayan Jr. gave his activity rationale and direction. He was glad that despite us being handicapped by the pandemic, we still worked. And I quote what he said, we have accomplished a lot of things for the good of NCIP. Chairperson Alan Capuyan delivered a guidance and direction of this NMC. He said that as we keep on becoming relevant, mas lalong maraming challenges at dapat bawat isa ay nag-aaral, nagsusuri at nakikinig sa mga guidances from the national. He then presented the 11 building blocks of a resilient, responsive, and relevant ICC and ancestral domain. He also spoke about the 3 battles that we still have to fight. One is how to ask the other senators to lobby 400 million for NCIP as initiated by Senator Lacson. Second is the proposed 2.7 billion to the President na pwede pang i-deliver during his term. And lastly, the 55 million fund taken from NCIP. After that, it was followed by a presentation of 2019 continuing and 2020 current financial status and personnel complement by Director Hazel Marjorie Lucas of the FAO. She stressed that the FAO report is our tool for monitoring how far we have gone and how much we have to do in our catch-up plans. Next, Ms. Rosana Lingating presented data on personnel complements and the status of plantilla positions, filled and vacant positions. After that, there was a discussion on the low absorptive capacity of NCIP. Ms. Lingating said that there are lapses in implementation scheduling and that project proposals are not implementable ready. Sir Rayboy suggested for the decentralization of disbursement, capacitating planning officers, and improving the HRD plan for NCIP personnel. Ma'am Nora Chalipa, Chief AO of CAR, presented their challenges per project, opportunities, and mitigating measures they recommended for the fast track of AF guidelines amendment. Region 1 by R.D. Roland Calde gave a short introduction before their planning officer delivered a pre-recorded presentation. Region 2 presented by R.D. Dakiwag. The physical and financial accomplishments were presented first, reporting 83% budget utilization rate. Region 3 was presented by Director Bastero's representative as he was on unofficial travel. They recommended things that must be done to improve implementation, such as continuous capacitation on data gathering for CAD-T and ADS DPP. Mima Ropa presented their strengths, weaknesses, the resources they need to implement program, which are additional IT equipments, additional MOOE, vehicle and office space, and the creation of additional CSC and provincial office. Region 5 was presented by Ms. Arroyo, starting briefly with their accomplishments before moving to the facilitating and hindering factors. The first open forum was moderated by Ma'am Ana Borges. Commissioner Roland Rivera observed on the reports that nawawala yung template and system on reporting. ED Bantayan enjoined people who seek for additional manpower by stating that he will help as long as it is justifiable, that the positions requested are plantilla positions approved by the DBM. He also committed to help in the request for increase in MOOEs. Sir Dominador Gomez suggested RDs to take opportunity of the RTC LCAC. He also mentioned about the capacitation of personnel in community organizing and project proposal making, and apparently suggested for operations to intervene. He also encouraged the regions to perform deeper analysis of their accomplishments. Sir Gary Kayat said dapat may common reporting format and that last columns should be dedicated for recommendations. Colonel George Abusan noticed the percentage of performance which are higher than the financial indicators, and this might bring doubt to DBM budget approvals. Dr. Buasen commented about CMI downloadable funds pursuant to NBC 580 not being reported properly and having inconsistencies in PUB's target beneficiaries as compared to the submitted one to DBM. He also suggested to strategize the use of AF funds through one-time assistance or other education-related activities. After the open forum, Regions 6, 7, and 8 proceeded to reporting their facilitating factors, which are the use of technology, social media, and other communication platforms. RD Pinky Grace Pareja of Region 9 presented their accomplishments first. She suggested that mitigating measures should be part of implementing strategies. Lack of manpower and skills was also mentioned. Region 10, RD John Ann Zoilo gave a short introduction before her TMSD presented their year-end assessment. He presented their weaknesses and strengths, their need for finance and manpower. Region 11 accomplishments were reported by RD Jerry Agio. He included thematic concerns addressed aside from the accomplishments and recommendations. Region 12's RD Michael Mamukid presented that they both have 2019 continuing projects and 2020 projects as well. They also mentioned about speeding up the hiring personnel to fill vacant positions. Region 13, Ms. Sharon Hasma, their acting planning officer, presented their fund balance from 2019 and reported to have been used in IP Health and EA projects. Their implementation is greatly affected by COVID. They would like to strengthen their coordination activities with the different line agencies. An open forum was again facilitated by Ms. Ma'am Ann and Ma'am Hazel. ED Bantayan noticed from Region 13's recommendation to clear and define communication protocols. The issue was valid and is recommended to be considered in Sir Ray Boy's communication plan. At 7 in the evening, the analysis on the 2020 gas STO and CMI accomplishments were presented by the bureau heads. Ms. Mary Grace Buasan of OPPR presented first her report on NMC and ProDev and IPMP follow-through, which was redirected to the support to CPH 2020. She said that the CFP and NCIP did its best, but its best wasn't good enough. Sir Rayboy reported the documentation on customary laws said that only CAR had targets for this project. Ma'am Marge Lucas of FAO reported for the General Administrative Support accomplishments. Then Sir Al Saga for ADO suggested to change indicator to reflect greater accomplishments. Ma'am Jillian Dunuan reported for Lao, Attorney Ortega for COC, Dr. Basan for OECH, and Director Manuel Harmilia for OEHR, and Mr. Frederick Crespillo for OSES. Then an open forum was facilitated. Sir Gomez reiterated the Director Alsaga's plea to change the indicator. In response, Ma'am Buasen requested for proper justification for the change in indicator. Attorney Jillian suggests internal indicators to reflect other accomplishments for ADO. There were also discussions on customary law documentation. After few reminders and final words from the Commissioner Rivera, the day one of the conference finished at 10 in the evening. That would be all. Thank you.